When Kamala Harris was elected VP, it was so empowering to see somebody that looks like me be elected to be the next Vice President of the United States. And representation matters a lot. And like Kamala Harris, I'm a woman that's of South Asian descent and from an immigrant family. So it's especially inspiring for me. And it's important because she, in my opinion, has worked twice as hard to get to where she is now. And that's not to diminish the work of others. It's just an acknowledgement that she's had to overcome racism and sexism, something that her predecessors have not. And so if she can work hard, twice as hard, and fight and succeed, then I too can succeed in my own dreams.
I'm really glad that girls and young women can see the election of Harris and realize that they have the potential to be who they want to be. You know, when I was young, I didn't really realize that women were purposefully kept out of politics and government. I just viewed that as the way things were supposed to be because that's just how they always were. So it's inspiring to finally see a crack in the glass ceiling, but in my opinion, that's not enough. So I think that one of the best things that Harris can do to inspire young women is funnel money into things like education, leadership programs, youth programs, and even foster care programs to make sure that young women and people of color have the resources that they need to do whatever will make them happy when they grow up.
I think it's a big step. I mean, like I said, I personally don't agree with a lot of what Kamala's done in the past in her various positions, but even, I don't know, I keep seeing all these pictures on social media of little girls like watching Kamala Harris's acceptance speech, watching her give her speech on the night Joe Biden was considered president-elect. And I don't know, it's just really, really exciting to see that, you know, someone has now gone before us. So there's not that buffer anymore.
From an intersectional perspective too, like the more barriers that we can eliminate to running for office, the better. There's a lot of talk about unpaid labor that women particularly are kind of given the burden of, particularly childcare and, you know, work needed to maintain a home. That's unpaid labor that women are expected to take on, often in addition to their professional responsibilities, which is a big hurdle for running for office. You know, if you're the one who has to maintain a household and raise children and make sure they're getting to school and cook dinner and clean the house and be an elected official, that is a burden that male politicians and male candidates are not given. I think that's really important. Also, the type of work that women are expected to complete isn't necessarily always seen as like qualifying. Like, oh, you were a mother, or you were a wife, but like, what have you done professionally? You know, but there's a lot that goes into being a mother and a wife that is very much related to policy and politics, whether that's health topics, childcare topics, you know, wage topics. All of those are still relevant. I think we don't link them, and so women see their past experiences as not important when really, like, we should have more mothers in Congress.